我怎么区别男孩女孩？
男孩，
男孩。
5岁，5岁。
好的。So, hello. I was gonna do a Facebook Live, but I'm in Hangzhou, China, and it's 6:30 in the evening over here. So in the United States, it's in the East Coast, it's going to be 5:30 in the morning, and on the West Coast, it's going to be like 2:30 in the morning. So I'm just making this for my vlog, and really, this is I have a lot of personal struggle, and I've actually, a lot of people don't know, but I have an addictive personality, and fortunately I also have a willpower that's slightly stronger than the addictive part of my personality. And then also in the past 21 years or so, I learned about the subconscious mind. When I was 19, I read a book called Think and Grow Rich, and there was a part in there where he talked about Emile Coué. Hello. And Emile Coué had a part in his, had a mantra, I guess you could say, that was, it said, day by day in every way I'm getting better and better. And then in 2004, November of 2004, I enrolled in the Hypnosis Motivation Institute in Tarzana, California, and I learned about hypnosis and the subconscious mind. Anyway, so that combined, learning about the subconscious mind and learning about self-hypnosis and hypnosis and my willpower has helped me to control my addictive personality and to realize that I'm in the driver's seat. But that's not what this is about. I mean, I guess that was just on my mind, because I started talking about struggles and some of the things I struggle with. Fortunately, also having an addictive personality also, for some people, at least for me, it goes the other way. I'm addicted to exercising. I'm addicted to riding my bike, especially in the rain, something I picked up in South Florida where it rained a lot, and at least it was warm rain, and I used to ride my bike through puddles that were covering the pedals that were, I was somehow pedaling through, waist deep high water, and it was great. In some places, not everywhere. Some places it was just up to the middle of the tire. And I'm addicted to riding my bicycle. I'm addicted to practicing capoeira, martial arts. If I can punch or kick a punching bag, if I can do some acrobatic movements, just cartwheels and kicks and spinning and moving around and dancing.
I don't blame my past for any little struggles that I've had, cause I've had a blast. And if you have to ask, I've been through some rough times and you used to wear a mask.
I'm addicted to those things. I'm addicted to making music, just strumming simple notes on the guitar, to singing a cappella, to to banging around on the keys on a piano or a keyboard, to blowing wind through a saxophone or trumpet or trombone. I'm addicted to that. But what I'm also addicted to is sharing my music. And that's one of the biggest struggles for me, not because I'm shy about sharing my music, but because I don't have an audience really. Because I'm not a genre specific person. I mean, I love like marching band music, like in the style of like high school and college marching bands and drum corps and things like that. and classical music and symphonic orchestra music. And then death metal and all kinds of extreme metal, nu metal, rap metal, rock metal, black metal. There's a lot of rap and hip hop that I like, even though, you know, I'm, you know, not so much into it as I am into heavy metal. I like ambient music and drum and bass and techno and then just my own music.
Always trying to find a way to look up. If you're a little thirsty, take from my cup. The shackles that we used to wear, we don't need them. Let's break them from the chains, then we are freedom.
You know, I've created all kinds of heavy metal and experimental rap and hip hop and death metal and heavy metal and nu metal. And I've just done simple instrumental forlorn sounding ballads and it's all over the place, so there's no audience for that. And it's difficult. How do I build an audience when the world is full of people who are so genre like cultish? I mean, there's people you see online that make comments on heavy metal and rap and all different kinds of music sites, and it's just so crazy. I mean, I actually don't give a fuck about like what anybody says about my music if it happens to get to somebody that's in the correct genre. I don't know genres. I don't even know the genres within heavy metal. I don't know the different rap and hip hop. I don't know when something becomes, you know, pop sometimes. I didn't even know Michael Jackson was known as the king of pop. It doesn't sound like any other pop. But maybe there's a bunch of crappy pop. I don't know. And so, you know, I compose and I write my music, and my market, I'm, you know, writing for and composing for soundtracks and, you know, for TV shows and things like that, for background music, for action scenes, you know, for scene-specific stuff, just groove music. I mean, I'm a living soundtrack. I just like to make music that I like to listen to. I make all kinds of music that I like to listen to. And I find that I'm my biggest fan. I'm always jamming to music that I create. I put on headphones and for hours I can just get lost in a heavy metal collection that I've made, or an acoustic collection that I've made, or some instrumental thing that I made. And that's really what I struggle with. I would like to have people listening to my music like that. The interesting thing is too is that I've never tried to sell my music. I've never even tried to sell tickets to shows and concerts that I've been to. Not that I don't want to get money for things that I do, it's just never been that important. I mean, I used to, at the time when you know, CDs and cassette tapes were the predominant form of sharing and procuring music in whatever way, I used to go to Office Depot and places like that had blank CDs, and I would make hundreds of copies and write on there with Sharpies, permanent marker, the names of the collection in the name of, like I was using red COiN, for example, as my main music project. And I would just write it on there in different colors, like red, black, and blue, you know, Sharpies, and then just hand them out to anybody. And I didn't even bother to ask if they liked heavy metal or whatever it was that I had on, you know, the CD, because that was mostly what I was doing, was a lot of heavy metal stuff. And I would just give it to everybody that I possibly could. And that's what I still want to do. That's what I'm still doing now. I'm sharing my music, where for a while I just stopped. I've just been creating a lot of music and I didn't share a lot of it. But anyway, I mean, I know that there's a lot of things that are actually real struggles, but that's mine. I mean, I just want people to listen to the music. I don't care about them buying it. I've just always been like that with my friends and my family, just to listen to the music. But it's crazy. It's hard for a lot of people to give you the respect that you deserve, or at least the attention sometimes that you would like when they know you as you. You know, people get this idea of like celebrities in television that are so edified, and they tend to gravitate towards that. So my challenge is to actually figure out a way to create my own edification and self-promotion that gets the attention of everyone. Just different people to listen to the music, because it doesn't matter that it's not my friends and family that are listening to it, because I mean I'm a pretty isolated person. But anyway, that's the challenge. So that's a challenge I'm putting out to myself right now, is the widespread dissemination of my music in all different kinds, and however I need to do that, I'm gonna figure it out. So putting myself on notice, putting anybody who's in my audiences of all kinds, friends, families, strangers, music lovers, you're gonna hear my music, and you're gonna be hearing it everywhere, because I'm not gonna leave you a choice.